After successful installation, you will get Etabs icon on the desktop. To open the Etabs software, we have two methods. That is either by double clicking on the icon or right click the mouse and select Open. Once the software is opened, the very first screen displayed is called the Introduction screen. Here you can find various options and toolbars. Let's see one by one. At the top, the very first one is Title bar. It contains the name of the software and the version which it is. Along with this, it will display the name of the file with which it is saved if we have opened any model file. Just below to Title bar, you can find Menu bar. It contains various menus like File, Edit, etc. Currently, as we have not opened any model file except File and Help menu, all the remaining menus will be disabled. Just below to Menu bar, you can find Standard toolbar, currently which is disabled. About this I will explain in detail later. And the Start page at the top, in this particular region, you can find name of the software and the version which it is. Just below to this, you can find an option called New Model, which allows to open a new model to work on. Just below to New Model, you can find an option called Open Existing Model. This option will allow us to open previously worked or already existing Etabs model. Just below to this, you can find an area which is left over for recent models. Here it will display the previously worked recent models. Just beside, you can find an area which is called as Information Center. It will display the information like latest releases, updates, and enhancements of CSI products. This is about Introduction screen. Now let me explain you the main screen. For that sake, I am opening a previously existing file from the recent models by specifying a single click on it. Here I am opening a file with the name 5A. As we have discussed earlier that the title bar contains name of the file that which we have opened along with the name of the software. Hence it is showing the name here as 5A. Now you can observe all the menus in the menu bar are enabled. Each and every menu has its own tools. If you click on the menu, it will display the drop-down list. If you observe, the standard toolbar is also active now. The tools in the standard toolbar are none other than the tools in the menus, as they are used more number of times to perform analysis and design. For the easy and quick access purpose, they have checked on the screen. In the extreme left corner, you can find a toolbar which is called as Quick Draw toolbar. It contains the tools of draw menu. For the easy and quick access purpose, these also have been checked on the screen. Just beside the quick draw toolbar, you can find Model Explorer. The Etabs Model Explorer greatly enhances the user's ability to manage the data in their model. It will provide the details of a project like material properties, section properties, and load definitions, etc. Coming to the viewports. By default in Etabs, you can find two viewports. Viewports are the areas that display different views of your model. Currently, in one viewport, it is showing the plan view, and in the other viewport, it is showing the 3D view. If you want to add one more viewport, you can add it by clicking on the drop-down present at the top of the viewport and select Add New Window. And then immediately it will add a new viewport. And the new viewport by default it will give the 3D view. If you want to remove any one of the viewport, just select the cross symbol in that viewport. At the bottom you can find Story Settings. If you click on the drop down, you can find story settings like All Stories, One Story and Similar Story. This will allow you to apply the changes story-wise. Just beside to it, you can find Grid Settings and Unit Setup. If you want to see the unit setup in the current model, just place the cursor couple of seconds on the units. It will display the units in the current model. At the right bottom corner, you can find the status bar. It shows the progress of the work. In this region exactly, you can see the cursor position which indicates the X, Y and Z coordinates. This is about the main screen of Etabs. Now let us see the Etabs UCS. The drawing area displays an icon representing X, Y, Z axis. Here UCS is nothing but User Coordinate System. In Etabs, X and Y axis represent the lateral direction and Z axis represent the height of the structure. Along with the global X, Y, Z axis, it has a local axis, namely 1, 2, 3. Here the global x-axis represents the local 1 axis. Global y-axis represents the global 3 axis and the global z-axis represents the local 2 axis. In Etabs, for any element, either beam or column, it automatically names the n as I and j. The starting end of the element is termed as in and the next end is termed as jn. This is about Etabs UCS icon.